Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that. We have PayPal up 11% after hours, and it was even up as high as 13.8%, but now it's starting to cool off a little bit. If we scroll down, we can see we're up on the swing trade, up 36% there. We also have an option, a call option out, 92 strike price with an 8% gain already. And obviously that hasn't registered the after hours yet, so I will be posting my gains tomorrow morning, looking at probably around a $200 to $300 gain on that option. DM me if you want to be a part of my private trading group where we do call options and put options on earnings and the stock market all the time. Make sure you subscribe with post notifications on, like this video, and stay throughout the entire video till the end, because we're going to be talking about AMD, SoFi, and some other stocks that reported earnings as well. So jumping right into it, we have AMD down 4% after hours, and from intraday, they're down around 5%. We also have SoFi up 7% after hours, and at one point it was up 11%. And by the time you're watching this video, the prices could change on the after hours and into tomorrow morning. Stocks are all super volatile today. You can see that we have Airbnb down around 10% after hours, and if we scroll down, we can actually see they reported a beat on EPS, yet they're down 10%. You can see that PayPal stock jumps 9% as company confirms Elliott stake and names EA exec as new CFO. Admin earnings beat. Okay, and this news was clear, so it was an easy beat. That's why we took the option call out. I was doing a bunch of research the night before, and you can even look it up. Elliott was already confirming his stake before the earnings. Okay, so if you don't have time to do the research, go ahead and join my group. That's what I do. Spend hours every day researching stocks on what they're going to do on earnings. Not only earnings, but what they're going to do over the long term as well. Swing trades, option calls, put options, and long-term trading. Elliott has roughly $2 billion invested in PayPal, saying basically it's unmatched and an industry-leading footprint as payment company beats earnings expectations. After seeing its shares lose roughly 2/3 of their value in the past year, PayPal delivered a packed earnings report Tuesday, announcing a new CFO, buyback authorization, and cost-saving programs, which are all great things for long-term investors, by the way, too. So PayPal might be a stock you want to have on your long-term list as well, while also confirming that activists at Elliott Management Corp have taken a stake in the company. Additionally, the company topped expectations with its second quarter financial results while delivering a mixed upgrade on guidance for the full year. PayPal shares jumped 9%, we already know, after rocketing to their best day in 2 years. Wow, the one day we took a call option on PayPal because we did our research, we had the PayPal best day in 2 years, and now our call option is banking out on that. Last week, admin reporters that Elliott had taken a share in the business. Elliott confirmed the involvement in Tuesday's report. The key question headed into PayPal's report was whether the company would again lower revenue guidance for the full year after a string of cuts earlier this year. Executives ended up reducing their forecast and now model roughly 10% growth on a spot basis versus a prior outlook of 11 to a 13% growth. They also model roughly 11% growth on a currency neutral basis, which is at a low end of the company's previous range. Executives also anticipate about $3.80 in adjusted EPS for the full year. The company's previous forecast called for around $3.80 adjusted EPS. So not a big revision there. For the late quarter, the company posted a net loss of $300 million or 29 cents a share, whereas its logged net income at around $1.1 billion or $1 per share in the end of the year earlier quarter. Okay, so that's a big loss. Good things going on for PayPal. We saw the revenue climb to $6.8 billion from $6.2 billion. Okay, while analysts had been projecting around $6.7 billion. So we saw a beat on revenue. The company generated $339 billion in total payment volume, or the value of transactions processed through its platform, up from 311 billion a year earlier quarter. So that's bullish as well. And analysts were expecting it to be a little bit higher at 342 billion. So that was a little bit of a miss there. PayPal had 429 million active accounts as of the second quarter, essentially flat with its first quarter total, but up from 403 million active accounts in the second quarter of 2021. Executives said earlier this year that they would become less focused on absolute user growth as they looked to be better monetize PayPal's higher value users. So that could be an important thing to watch out for. For the third quarter, PayPal's management team expects net revenue growth of 10 to 12% on a currency neutral basis. Overall, not only is it bullish for short term, but it should be bullish for long term. So this could be one of the last times we see PayPal below $100 per share. However, that's not a guarantee. I have price alerts set at $75 per share and $80 per share to buy a little bit heavier. That is a 20% drop or more from the current price, but I think there is a good chance that we will see PayPal around $80 per share once again. So if you felt like you missed the boat, what I'm personally doing is just dollar cost averaging in PayPal, anything under $100 per share, slowly but surely every single week, just putting some in PayPal because I think they are a good deal for long-term investors. If we do scroll down, we can actually see their PE ratio currently is only 29, implying they're a fair deal in the market, especially for what they are and who they are and how their other peers are valued. And at $75 per share, remember, that's almost close to a 5-year low, around that $75 to $80 range. Moving on over to SoFi, let's see what's going on with them. We can see that they continue to drop after hours. See that they have been reporting negative earnings for the last 5 quarters in a row, and we can see that they have also beat earnings the last 5 quarters in a row. So if you zoom in, you can probably see it. But if you look at the expected EPS was negative 13 cents, they actually came in at negative 12 cents. So what happened this quarter? They actually came in at a beat by 1 penny. So it looks like that's what SoFi continuously does the last couple quarters in a row. Okay, so on an update on SoFi, we can see, and we expected them to grow users, and we can see we added over 450,000 new members, our second highest member growth quarter, and ended with 4.3 million total members, up 69% year over year, which is a huge growth year over year, and they're now at 4.3 million total users. So they're growing extremely fast, which is a bullish thing. Also added over 700,000 new products, our second highest product growth quarter, and ended with nearly 6.6 million total products, a 79% annual increase. The more bullish things about SoFi to watch out for is second quarter lending segment total origination volume increased 9% year over year, driven by continued strong demand for personal loans, which is a great thing for SoFi. Record personal loan originations of nearly 2.5 billion in the second quarter of 2022 were nearly up 1.2 billion or 91% year over year growth. That's incredible, more than doubling pre-pandemic 2019 quarterly averages. If we look at the summary, we can see second quarter 2022 adjusted net revenue of 356 million exceeded quarterly guidance of 330 million to 340 million. So they beat by about 15 million. And they beat by about 8% at the low end and 5% at the high end. Management projects that a more significant portion of the second half revenue and EBITDA results will be generated during the fourth quarter. Okay, so there's some good reasons to be bullish on SoFi in the next 6 months to 12 months. Management now expects full year 2022 adjusted net revenue of 1.5 billion. Okay, that's up a little bit from what they previously thought. Overall, that's a lot of bullish things about SoFi, but remember, every stock has its risks. That's why SoFi is down around 66%, because they definitely have their risks and they are a risky stock, but they have a huge growth potential and some huge bounce back potential. Right now, they're below IPO price. The question is, will they stay below IPO price much longer? Will they skyrocket above IPO price once again? You can see I have $137 in my short-term account. I have a little bit more of SoFi in my long-term account, but I don't have too much. Okay, I probably only have around 500 to 600 in SoFi. That's how much I'm willing to risk for a long term. And that $600 in SoFi could grow to around $1,500 or more if SoFi does play their cards right. Let me know if you guys want to see a deep dive on AMD next or Airbnb. I think a video on AMD versus Intel versus Nvidia could be good. I have made that video in the past, so if you look for it on my channel, you should be able to find it. But I definitely need to do an updated version of that video. So comment below and like this video, leave a big thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed with post notifications on as well. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you join my close friends list on Instagram. Message me on Instagram and I'll shoot you over an application so that way you can fill it out. I can help you out the best way possible, see what kind of investor / trader you are, and then I'll shoot you over my website so you can see what we're going to learn, how everything works, how much it all costs. If you like what you see and it's inside your budget, then we can work together to generate some wealth together in the stock market. If you want to see some more massive results, by the way, I just posted some on my story. You can actually see it's been a good first month with you, up 70% on the account, $500. DM me to become in my private trading group. Now over 1,500 students and 500 testimonials. So if you go ahead and click on success number 5, success number 4, you can read some recent testimonials of students that absolutely love the program and have been making money consistently. Not only that, but also been learning on their own and been making plays on their own and been making money too. Now, by the way, these green ones here that say like close friends list, CFL, sixth, and options, close friends list, watch list, you guys won't be able to see that because that's for close friends list only. So once you message me on Instagram and I add you to the list, you'll be able to have all of that access. So thank you guys for all the support you've been showing on the videos. Make sure you share with a friend if you think that they'll find this video useful. If you found it useful, subscribe with post notifications on and like this video. Leave a comment below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.